There was a final question, please.
Hello, my name is Perez Ochieng, and I'm from a company called Sakoma Global Foods. We are importers and exporters of food produce. My question to the team today, especially the Minister for East Africa, I'd like to see a demonstration of how the East African community works when it comes to accessing import markets or export markets. Because from our point of view, if I'm trading commodities from Kenya and try to bulk with a commodity from Uganda, assuming it's a single market, you do not get a single certificate, for example, phytosanitary certificate. You've got to go to Uganda, you've got to go to Kenya, and forever we are shipping goods from the same common markets into UK. So my question is, how does a single market work when it comes to trading common commodities? For example, coffee, for example, beans, which are big agricultural produce coming from East Africa. I'd like to see a demonstration of how this works from our point of view as importers of people trying to open markets for Uganda, Kenya, Rwanda, and all the East African countries. It's practically impossible because of the regulations and the different agencies that we need to deal with. The second question is the partnership agreements between UK and East Africa. At the moment, there's only one partnership that exists between Kenya and UK. And so from our point of view, as a business is trying to trade with East Africa, we do not see where those agreements exist. We are depending on the Kenyan agreement with the UK. And half of the time, the goods that are agreed for trading are actually not agreed between Uganda and Kenya and UK, for example. And I'll give you one good example. Honey from UK, or honey from Uganda is allowed in Kenya, in UK. Honey from Kenya is not allowed in UK. These are very simple, basic commodities. We're not talking about minerals and all the other big commodity products. And these are the commodities that actually open up markets and opportunity for smallholder farmers, you know, building impact on what we're trying to say, social impact for everyday people. And if we can't do these simple common trades for commodities, how are we going to do the big ones? Thank you.
Thank you. Very key questions. I'm going to ask PSSD to start with the last question, and then we might come back to you just to come back with the first one. Thank you.
I thought with my boss here, the minister responsible for East Africa, shouldn't be talking about this. Because I come on the economics bit, which also I join her on the non-tariff barriers. So the Honorable Minister would be in a better position to answer this.
Yeah, thank you very much for the question. During my presentation, I said we have 4 pillars of integration. We have achieved the customs union and the common market to an extent. We have not yet done the monetary union. But the very important one is the political federation. We don't yet have a country called East Africa. Therefore, the issue of sovereignty still come into play. We had originally, we had said, let's move together on everything. Now, for the economic partnership agreements, we had wanted to move together, but Kenya moved alone. We couldn't stop them because of sovereign right. So because of the issue of sovereignty, we are still doing a few things on our own. But if we can move the political federation, it will help us to organize together. As it is, I can't stop the Minister of Finance of Tanzania from organizing his market. I can't stop the South Sudan people from organizing their market. So we're waiting for that political federation. About the non-tariff barriers, yes, it is still a problem. It's something that we fight constantly. We agree, and then other people are moving in a different direction against issues about how does the Minister of Finance of Kenya raise his resources? How does the Uganda minister how does Ramadan raise his money? So it's really an issue of sovereignty, and if we can solve that, we'll get to where we want to go. That is the ultimate hope. It's our desire to move together as the East African community. Thank you.